Do you know where to go when a lob occurs in doubles? Well, let's watch this pro point and then we'll analyze it. Now, here we have Zverev, and this is actually Jamie Moyer. I'm actually not sure who the other two players are, but here's Zverev serving. He serves and volleys, and he comes in. And now you get into a very familiar doubles position. Two players up and one back. In this scenario, this team will win the point more often than not because these two players just get to pick on the net guy. So if you can get into this position, both up against one up, one back as often as possible, you are going to be the team dominating over a large stretch of points. So in this scenario, a lob occurs over the net player's head, or one of the net player's heads, Zverev's partner. Now, the first thing you want to know is when you successfully lob over your opponent's head and you get the ball to bounce behind them and they're running the ball down, you want to know where your team should go. So if this is your team and you lob over your opponent's heads, where are you supposed to go? I'll tell you where you're not supposed to go. Up to the net. Because if you get up to the net, what are you susceptible to? You're susceptible to a great lob. Think about it. What is this player most likely going to attempt? What are they most likely going to go for? They're most likely going to go for a lob. And if it's a successful lob and the ball is super high and really deep, that ball is going to go over your head. So what you actually want to do is put your toes on the service line. Now, Jamie is in the right spot. He has his toes on the service line. All he needs is for his partner to meet him up on the service line as well. That way, when the opponent most likely lobs, if it's a great lob, he can go back and hit a scissor kick overhead. If it's a weak lob, they can both go forward and get it no matter the lob. If you move back, you're only ready for a really amazing lob. If you go up, you're only ready for a terrible lob. If you just hang out in the middle, you can get everything. Now, watch what Jamie does. Jamie moves up. I'm not sure why Jamie moves up. Now, I'm not here to tell you that Jamie isn't an amazing tennis player. But if I were Jamie's coach, and yes, I'm going to say it, if I were Jamie's coach, I would show him this video and I would say, Jamie, there is no benefit to moving forward. If you hang out on the service line, then you can get any ball that lands short. And don't tell me, because I know I'll read in the comments, yeah, but Ryan, he was anticipating a ball that was coming at his feet, blah, 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 blah. All right. Look, if he stands here, he's going to be right more often than if he moves forward. That's sports is about being right more often than not. That's what it's about. Watch where the partner goes, by the way. The partner here goes to the service line. That was absolutely perfect. Now, let's focus on Zverev. See, if your partner is running down a lob in doubles, then I want you moving back with them, which is exactly what Zverev does. Look where Zverev goes. Zverev goes all the way behind the baseline. Really great stuff. The reason he's behind the baseline is because he wants time to react to the overhead. You watch so many recreational players and they stay up at the net. You know, their partner's running that ball down and they stay up at the net. And then guess what? The overheader has an easy target because you don't have enough time to react. So when your partner runs the ball down, you should go back with them, whether it's a one up, one back situation or a both up. Remember, they were both up. Let me explain what I just said there. Notice Zverev and his partner are both up. Let's say the ball is hit over the head and Zverev goes and gets it and the players switch. Even if the players switch, I want them both going back behind the baseline. That way they're ready for the overhead. All right, let's continue here. Now, remember, we've already talked about this player. He should be going for a lob. Now, you've got two things with a lob. You've got height and then you've got depth. Which one do you think is more important? They're both important, and if you can get both, that'd be amazing. Which one do you think is more important? Do you think height is more important, or do you think depth is more important when it comes to a lob, especially a lob like this, when you're in trouble? The answer is height. He needs to hit this ball super high and not really worry about getting it over the opponent's heads. That way, it's very hard to time. And let's actually look at this. Watch this ball go out of the screen. You can see it right there. Look how it goes up that middle flagpole. It actually leaves the screen. Look how high this thing is. And then it comes back down. And guess what happens? Jamie hits the net. Why? Because it's so hard to time. So rather than trying to always think, you know what, a lob has to bounce over my opponent's head. No, if you're in trouble, you can just lob it way up into the air. And as that ball drops, it picks up speed. Plus incidence equals reflection. So it's very hard to angle the racket correctly. And most players hit the net in this situation. All right, let's watch this point one more time. Now, to help you win more matches, you've got to pick up the Doubles Playbook by Fuzzy Yellow Balls. Almost 100 pages of strategy after strategy, and every page comes with a QR code that lets you watch a short video of exactly how to use this strategy to win more matches. Simply use my link in the description and pinned in the first comment. And if you're looking for people in your local area to play doubles with, or maybe have a practice session, or if you want to find a coach who can help you with your game, use my link in the description, playercourt.com/2minutetennis. When you use my link, you get 50% off. If you move correctly when a lob occurs in doubles, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.